In order to create and add your first custom form, select the Forms tab on the left side of the screen. Doing so will open you up into your Forms page. Ultimately, this is where all your forms will live. To add a new form, click the plus button on the bottom right corner of the screen. This will bring you to a screen entitled Form Layout. From here, the first thing you'll want to do is give your form a title. Once you've finished the title, you'll see there's a tip in the center of the screen. Add a section to get started, then add fields. To add a section, you're going to click on the top left box that says Section. Now, sections ultimately are where we have the fields where we collect the data within the form. So let's go ahead and add our first section. Once that's added, it's going to ask you to give your section a headline or a name. This is a descriptor of the information we hope to capture within this section. So the first thing I'm looking for is my customer information. Once my headline is labeled, I have the ability to edit some options on the right side of the screen. The first thing you're going to see is the ability to do a column layout. So you can choose whether you want your columns horizontal or vertical within the form's format. To the right of that, you'll see the ability to add a field. These fields are basically the data points where we're collecting information on today's form. And then lastly, this garbage can here will remove the section if you'd wish to begin again. So first thing we're going to do is add a couple fields. In order to do so, I click the Add a Field button. Doing so is going to open up all the options we have for adding different kinds of fields within the form. The first thing I'm looking for is my customer name. I'm going to come down to short text and select that. That's going to open up the ability to customize the field we are entering into the form. First thing it's going to ask me for is a field name. Note, anything with an asterisk needs to be filled out for the form to be saved. If I need to add any helper text for my employee to better explain what we're looking for here, I can do that. And then lastly, if we want this field to be required for the form to be considered complete, we can select that from this option right here by simply checking the box. Once that's in, you see a small preview, and you can select Done, and it will add it to your form. Next, I'd like to grab the customer's phone number. In order to do that, I'm going to scroll over to my telephone number icon, select that, bring up my field name, and add my title. I'm going to select that as required for response completion and save it as done. If at any point you need to save your form as you're moving forward, just to save your progress, there's a floppy disk icon in the top right corner. You can select that, and you'll see an indicator on the bottom right saying your form has been created. From here, you can edit as you see fit.